Hello, my name is Catherine Morgan, and my company is Point A to Point B Transitions, Inc. Thank you so much for joining me today on day 3 of Changing Careers in Your 40s. This class, I want to concentrate on the deeper reasons you might want to be changing careers in your 40s and some things that you might expect, and to give you some of my best tips for making your job search a success. The 40s are such an interesting decade. It seems like everybody stops and takes stock of their life, their career, their relationships, and often makes some changes. We find that we just don't have the time or energy for things that don't fulfill us. And this could be friends, certain family members, our job. I have seen this time and time again in my clients, and I'll bet that you're nodding your head right now saying, yeah, that happened to me too. So, career transition in your 40s is almost to be expected, given with everything that's going on. I found with my clients and with myself, it's a time when we need to become, to use a kind of trite phrase, more authentic. We need to find work that is challenging and motivates us and matches our values. We need to find something more than just a paycheck. And there's something else that I see that I feel compelled to bring to your attention. People in their 40s want respect. They want to not be micromanaged. They want to be treated as the professionals that they are. And if they can do their work in 5 hours, they don't want to sit there and look busy for 3 hours. Or at least my clients don't, and I didn't. We want to be treated as professionals. We have spent the last 20 years, 25 years, some of us, I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, we know how to manage ourselves. We know how to get our work done. We take pride in our work, and a lot of the times people start looking for work is when they're not appreciated or respected for their time management skills or expertise. So that's another thing that happens. Often I find that people are really looking for flexibility. They want to be able to fit the other things of their life in. They want to be able to get to their kids' soccer game, or they want to be able to get to their dance classes, or they have elder care, their parents. It's such a strange generation. I know people who have very young children in early grade school, first, second, third grade. I know people who have kids out of college or kids just going to college. I know people whose parents are young, like mine, or parents who are in assisted living facilities or in and out of the hospital. And we just have so many pulls on our time. And I find that my clients sometimes are just looking for positions that are willing to give them the respect and flexibility that they need. Now it's time for us to talk about the job search process. Some of this you probably know, some of this might be new. I don't know where you are. I don't know if you've looked for a job in a long time. I've had clients come to me who haven't had to look for a job for 20 years. So wherever you are, hopefully this will be helpful. I have some good resources on my website about resumes, what you really need to do, cover letters, what you really need to do. Yes, unfortunately, mostly you need to send out a cover letter. It is a painful thing to have to write a custom cover letter every time. I don't recommend doing an elaborate cover letter, 3 paragraphs maximum. Have a template that you start with that you can customize for the position. Highlight exactly why you think you're a fit. If you are looking for a job in a different industry or a different kind of job, cover letters become critically important. You have to leave breadcrumbs, as I say, for hiring managers, because they just may not see that what you did at your last job equals what you would be doing in this next job. And remember that they're getting 200, 500 applicants for every position. So the easier that you can make it for them to see that you're a fit, the better off you'll be. Resume. Have it professionally done. Do not do it yourself. I don't care if you're a marketing professional. I do resumes for people all the time. It's part of my core services, but I don't do my resume. I pay Susan Taylor to do mine. I can do your resume, but I can't do my own. It's impossible to do your own resume. You can't strike the right tone of demonstrating your achievements and being proud of yourself and putting it out there, and also being modest. And what you think you're saying that is so super clear may or may not be clear to anybody else. Pay a professional. Really, it's worth every dime. Resumes will not get you the job, but they will get you the interview, and that's important. A first impression is critical. If you need a friend to help you through the job search process, I created an email series, autoresponder series, that puts something in your inbox every morning, weekdays, to provide a tap on the shoulder, to remind you to do something to move your job search forward every day. It could be something about cover letters, something about resumes, something about interviewing techniques, something about how to respond to the salary question that everybody hates, how to do the behavioral questions or story questions, that I call them. What you need to have in your back pocket. You need 3 or 4 kinds of stories, and then you can tweak those stories depending on the interview. Remember that as much as they tell you they're hiring right away for this position, they're going to make a quick decision, they may mean it, but mostly that's not the case. Somehow, hiring is never anybody's top priority. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't stop the follow-up phone calls. You're entitled to call once a week or email once a week to find out where you are in the process, if they haven't given you a date. If they've given you a date that they'll get back to you, then you can call them on that date or after, and then every week. You just need to not look at it. It's very personal. I understand it's very personal, but they have their jobs too, and somehow hiring is never anybody's top priority. That's probably my best piece of advice. Things take way longer than you think they will usually. There are exceptions, but don't count on it. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get the right fit. There it is. It takes time. The higher you are up the food chain, the more money you're looking for, the higher the title you're looking for, the longer it takes. Fact. If you are looking to change industries or change jobs substantially, job functions substantially is what I mean here, you may have to take a pay cut. Are you prepared to do that? Maybe you won't. Maybe you can negotiate a great deal. But you need to think of what the most important things for you are. For me, it's always flexibility and time off, because I put a lot into my jobs and I need the time to regroup and recharge. Everybody has different things. For some people, money is a prime motivator. Good for you. But know what it is. Know what your motivator is, and know what you're willing to trade. I personally am always willing to trade money for time. Other people are willing to give their time for extra money. So know who you are in that equation. It's important. So I hope some of these have been helpful. I would love to talk to you one-on-one, learn more about you, help you with your search, help you with your thought process. Talk to me, talk to somebody else, but consider if you get stuck and you can't figure out what it is you want to do, consider talking to a professional and getting your thoughts clear. Another resource that I would highly recommend is pick up a book called Do More Great Work. That's Do More Great Work. It's by a gentleman named Michael Bungay Stanier. I will put a little thing on the credits so that you can see it written out. It is a great book to help you if you have no idea what your next step is. It takes it up several levels so that you look at your career as a whole and even maybe into your childhood of things that sparked you, that you loved, that you may have forgotten about. And through his very simple exercises, you can come up with a list of things that you would love to be doing in your job, and then figure out the job that would enable you to do that. It's called Backing Into Your Job, and it's something that you can do yourself with this book, or, obviously I'd be happy to help you with that. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck with your career transition, or, congratulations if you decide that you love your job and you want to stay there. That's great too. Whatever your point B is, enjoy it. Enjoy your 40s, and thank you so much for joining us for Changing Careers in Your 40s.